Toad, what up?
What's up? What's going on?
Hey man, another day, another dollar. Trying to make a dollar out of 15 tokens. You know how it goes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we're gonna get the show started. You ready?
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destination DeFi. And I'm joined by my man Cryptoad. How's it going, my guy?
It's going good.
Hey,
I
man.
think you should throw some more dance moves on that intro.
Yo, man, we tried. And it was like once you got the 3D thing, it just didn't work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But shout out to Heath. He did his thing. But
For sure.
we'll jazz it up as time progresses. It's right now. That was just the demo, people. That was just the demo.
Yeah.
So
more coming soon.
Yeah, more to come. Now that was just the album intro. We haven't even gotten to track 5 yet. So, but how's everything going, man?
Good. We've been testing our swap and things are looking good.
Okay. Well, hold on. We're gonna get to that. To that. But first things first. First things first. Tell people a little bit about yourself.
Cool. Yeah, my name's Adam Beebe. I live in Utah. I've pretty much lived all over the country as well. I do work that just it moves me around, and so I lived 6 months in Omaha, 6 months in San Antonio, Oklahoma City, Midland, Odessa, Texas.
I lived in Oklahoma City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually Edmond, but yeah.
Edmond. Oh, Edmond's a really nice area.
Yeah, so that was years ago. And then I went to school in Langston. So
okay. Yeah, I did a lot of work up in Guthrie.
Okay. Yeah, it was right down the street.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's we had to go get grocery shopping there because there was nothing in Langston.
For sure. Yeah, there's not a whole lot, but I didn't mind it. We were all over, but it's kind of given me. It's been really nice being able to get outside. My stomping grounds is Utah. I lived here. I grew up here, but having work that brings me all throughout the country, it's been very nice.
Okay, that's good. So how did you get into crypto?
So I've been trading crypto since like starting 2017. I think that's when most people really got their start.
Right.
But really started doing DeFi year and a half ago. And we went through the whole bull market on that, saw it collapse. And then I kind of starting in May, I took a break between May and when we launched our token. And so, and that was really just to launch the way I wanted to launch our project.
Okay. Now, I know you have a few other team members. Who are they?
So Riley and I also have Jacob. Jacob does UI.
Is that Jacob from Shield?
Yeah.
Oh, is he? Damn, I ain't seen Jacob in forever.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Jacob was still around. Gee.
Yeah, he helped build the UI for our giveaway DApp as well as our staking. And then he's helping build the UI for the swap. And then Riley does more of the back end, the coding, the blockchain, especially since we work a lot with bots.
Right.
That's all Riley does. And then Jacob's UI, and then I kind of do everything else.
Okay. I do remember. I remember y'all your initial launch. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, for sure.
And then now you had to relaunch it, and so everything's finalized. What V is this now? We're still on V2.
V3.
This is V3.
Okay. Yeah. So we had V1. There was an issue with taxes. We relaunched to V2 just like an hour later, and then the bigger reason we went to V3 is to optimize our contract. Our
Okay.
previous contract was very, very expensive.
Okay.
Like the average sell was around like 1.2 million gas units, which is it's insane. When it's not scalable, it's a horrible. It's horrible for the bull market, and so uh, we realized it needed to be changed,
Right.
and we've optimized it. We've done some pretty cool stuff with our new contract as well. And then ever since the V3 launch, it's been going smooth.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me tap into the community real quick. Yes, everybody, do what Trey says. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you are in the know of all things Destination DeFi in this year to come. This is the grand finale, everyone. So I will be back in January in full effect. So yeah, go ahead and join the tribe on your way out. Make sure you subscribe. Get it? That was good. Been
Hell yeah.
rapping. Yeah, it's good. Got bars. Okay.
Yeah, I get you.
Hey, you know. Yes, Trey. We're back to business, but in January. Okay. So enjoy your vacation. That's my moderator, everybody. So yeah, if he kicks you out, that's something stupid. Hey, Philip Trev, man. Shout out to Philip. Philip is probably the best moderator you can have in your Telegram, because you know how this shit goes. So like when it's like a couple minutes of silence and everybody's like, "Is the project dead?" So he keeps the chat moving.
I mean, I've pretty much been moderating our own chat for the past 3 months. So
okay, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Oh snap! Is that Crypto Vern? Is that Vern? Yes, that is Vern, the infamous beard. Shout out to Vern. Hey, Mama Joe is in the house. Hey. And let's see, Eddie T. How you doing, Eddie T? Welcome to the show. Yeah. So now that you got everything situated with your contract, everything's running smoothly. I want to talk about the benefits of the swap.
For sure.
Okay, so explain this to me. I know you gave me a brief summary over the phone, but I really want to know exactly what the difference is with this swap and others.
Yeah, so the big thing that sets our swap apart from everything else is our swap's actually run by MEV. It's the first MEV integrated swap that I know of.
You mean like MEV to get into Telegram groups?
Not really. What MEV is before the merge, it stood for max minor extractable value. Now it stands for maximal extractable value. Basically, it's the node, or the nodes, but essentially every block the validators are trying to make as much money as possible. That otherwise they wouldn't be validating. And so with MEV, most people only know it for the front runs, for the sandwich attacks,
the bots. Yeah.
And so it gets a bad rap. But the way we've used it is you can pay MEV in gas, and it can run any type of transaction you want it to.
Okay.
And so going into our swap, instead of working directly on chain, we are utilizing MEV to run our transactions.
Okay.
And so starting off, we'll have gas loaning swaps. So when you make a trade, instead of having to pay up front to run your transaction, we actually take it out in your transaction. More similar to how like exchanges do it. And so think about a year ago when you were in a token, you had a few $1,000s worth, but you didn't have $200-300 of Ethereum to sell anything. You were stuck into your trade.
Yeah. That was when BSC was full of rug pulls. Now you got them all over Ethereum.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, that's one nice part about Ethereum. It is those expensive gas fees because it makes the barrier of entry, the cost to actually make money is way
Hmm.
higher. And
I
so
mean, it was. Now
yeah,
it's the
now
wild,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah, it's the wild wild west again.
I
So,
think a month ago I did a swap for like 90 cents.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but
I
it'll
bel
come back. There was a lot of misconceptions about the merge. The merge didn't do anything to
Nah,
reduce gas fees because
nah.
gas is entirely based off of congestion.
Hmm.
It's a bidding war. Whoever pays the validators the most money, they're the ones who are going to get the transaction through. And
Hmm.
so maybe in the future we'll see block sizes increase, or the amount of blocks that can be processed per minute be increased. But
Hmm.
for right now, we're stuck with our expensive gas.
Yeah, I mean, gas really, it's way cheaper than it was, last year.
For sure.
I mean, I can deal with a $12, $13 transaction fee. I have no problem with that. Last year it was like 80, 90. Like it was it
Yeah,
was
on
it
the
was
low end, on the low
yeah, on
end.
the low end. Yeah, bro. So it's like, you wanted to buy $100 worth of something, you had to have like 210 in the wallet. So,
Yep.
but
Yep.
it is what it is. Now they've made it easier to launch trash tokens and things like that, so because it's so cheap now, people can cheat. It is what it cheat with ease.
Yeah.
So,
And just the cost to launch a contract, that it's
oh,
just
dude,
so
I
much
saw somebody
cheaper.
launch a contract with $500. I was like,
It's
dude, you should have seen me. I looked at the liquidity, I was like, that's it. I was like, this is ridiculous, man.
yeah,
But hey, yeah, that's the game we play, right? It is what it is.
definitely.
Um,
And
now, as far as you using Mev, are there any risks associated with you actually using Mev rather than being on chain?
not really. As the only risk, honestly, is the fact that Mev needs to be constantly online.
Mm-hmm.
It If it goes offline, then it just won't process your transaction. And so we're
Right.
taking advantage of Amazon Web Service. They're going to be hosting our code. Um, Going through Amazon, I mean, there's multi-billion-dollar companies that rely on Amazon being online 99.99% of the time. And
Absolutely.
so utilizing their servers, their web service, we think it's going to give people the best experience, as well as we've made our code really easily copyable. And so we can put it on other servers. As we grow, we can grow the amount of servers we're hosting our code on.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Got you. Do you have let me see here. There was one thing I wrote down that I wanted to ask you. Okay, yeah. So what is rug pull protection?
Yeah, and so that's going more into. I mean, there's a lot of features with our swap. So like we have the gas loans. Another big benefit. What have you ever seen how much you've paid in failed transaction fees?
Yeah. I was dude, I was pissed.
you 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 ran it through our Lucky bot, our
N-
Telegram bot.
No, I just looked at my Ethereum.
Oh, so
I-
we have a bot in our Telegram. You can DM it if you just do /fees and then your wallet. It'll actually tell you the exact dollar amount, or the exact ETH amount you have paid on failed transaction fees.
yeah. I mean, I want to revisit. I don't think I want to revisit that.
Eh,
It's like, I mean, I've been in on some launches, and I'm like, damn.
yeah,
It's like,
and
and then
so my
and then I had some transactions stuck.
yeah, no,
Um, eh, yeah, so it was a mess. I had to,
it's
yeah.
it's never
Uh,
good. And so there was one wallet. I don't know whose it was, but it was $5,000 worth of failed transaction fees,
are you
like
what? Hold
four
on,
and
hold
a
on,
half
hold on,
feet.
hold on, hold on, hold on, bro. Hold on. I need you to say that one more time.
So it was roughly $5,000 of failed transaction fees.
Who
Like
is this?
I have no idea. I don't know whose wallet it is. So
Oh my
someone in
god.
our community did it. Myself, I've paid probably half an Ethereum in failed transaction fees on just one wallet. But with our swap, because the way we're running your transaction, we don't have failed transaction fees on our swap. If it's going to fail, it
Okay.
just won't run in the first place.
Right.
And so that alone can save people a lot of money. We'll also be doing the rug pull protection, and so with that, it'll actually be scanning the mempool for the first version will be scanning for liquidity pull. And so if it
Okay.
ever sees a liquidity pull command,
Mm-hmm.
our bot, our code will front run that transaction and
Mm-hmm.
auto liquidate your position.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
so that way you're not getting stuck.
Okay.
For the first version, it's only going to be liquidity pull, but going into our later versions, we will also be integrating all other types of rugs. So
Right.
when they do a disable swap command or a raise taxes above 50%, a big insider sell off or mint tokens, those will
Mm-hmm.
be other things we are scanning for going into the later versions of our rug pull protection.
So what I'm understanding so far is that you're looking to your ultimate goal is to replace what we do right now as far as swapping. You're looking to knock Uniswap out of the box.
So Uniswap, I will always remain because it's a liquidity provider. But
Mm-hmm.
I think as far as swapping, there should be better options, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're building. When people go to trade, I want them to click on our swap versus Uniswap. We're
Right.
still
Right.
going to take advantage of the Uniswap pools. That
Right.
way, every token's tradable.
Mm-hmm.
But and that's one thing going into like how we're going to price things. A lot of other swaps, they lock features behind big paywalls. You have to own a set amount of supply to get access to anti-rug, a set amount of supply to get access to limit buys and sells. And so going into how we are setting things up, everyone will have access to every single feature. If you don't have our token, you'll be charged a very small fee, half a percentage. That's roughly $5 for every $1,000 of trading you do. So,
Oh, okay.
and
All
then
right.
if you hold our token, then you'll have no fees.
Okay.
And so I've the way we're going about things is I want it to be used. The more people that come to our platform, if you lock things behind a paywall, people won't be coming because you're having to onboard them to the token to then onboard them onto the swap. Versus we're using the swap to onboard people onto our token.
And Riley and Jacob were programming all this.
Yes,
You know,
Riley's.
I will say this. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Regardless as to whatever personal feelings I have about Riley, that man is a wizard. He
He
is a
is.
wizard. He
He
is a
is.
wizard. I'll
Like
give him that.
genuinely, he's a genius in the space. I don't say that lightly. Um, what he's able to do, what he's able to code is it's like nothing else you'd get from uh, other developers around. Like if you were to
Mm-hmm.
have a Brew Labs, and nothing against Brew Labs, they're great, but
Yes. Shout out to Gabe. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
they're more focused on everything. So when you're focused on everything, you become
It's,
unfocused on
it's
very
hard to
specific things.
perfect one thing. Yeah, yeah, I got you.
And so that's
I think they've done pretty well with staking pools.
yeah,
It seems to me that that has been like
their bread and butter.
their the go to. Yeah, yeah. Like for most projects, they'll end up like, oh yeah, we're staking with Brew Labs, and everybody's like, you know, you
For
know what I
sure.
mean. So
Yeah, no, they
that's what I've seen because I mean I personally told projects like, yo, if you're looking to do, you know, if you're gonna looking to implement staking, holla at Gabe. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You know, so
for sure.
other than that, you know, now I can say smart contracts because they did Jigsaw. I've seen what they've done to with Balto. I
Yeah.
mean, they do pretty good work. Couple little, little buzzing here and there, but what I mean, what company doesn't have that,
Yeah.
Um, now let's see. Oh, Trey said any project set up for your swap.
So we are interacting with Uniswap liquidity pools.
Mm-hmm.
Down the road, maybe we'll also be integrating with BSC and PancakeSwap. But because we're working directly with Uniswap pools, every project you can buy and sell on it. Nobody has to onboard onto our swap.
Okay. Okay. Mama just said interesting. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. All right, cool. So we got that part out the way. Now, how much is it going to cost to get on this swap? That's,
Well,
that's-
I mean, we may throw some marketing on it, like
yeah.
you can buy some banner ads, but it doesn't cost anything.
Okay.
Like I said, we interact directly with Uniswap
Uniswap,
liquidity
right?
pools. So if you have your liquidity on Uniswap, you're tradable on our platform.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can buy. I mean, that's literally most projects on
Mm-hmm.
Ethereum. No one ever really sends their liquidity anywhere else.
Banner ads, I think that would be awesome.
And so,
I think that would be a very good idea. But not for other products like say like Link's crypto app or like DeFi projects, but that are tied to a product. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Yeah, not other token projects. You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
So yeah, that's just my idea. All
Yeah,
right.
and that would be something we do more down the road. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, you also don't want it to be too overbearing. I think
very true.
advertisement is can be a very good income source for a project, but you you need to really balance it out. Being able to advertise, but not getting in the way or making the overall experience worse.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Like I find Uniswap to be way more of a sleek experience than dealing with PancakeSwap.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you see PancakeSwap and you're just like, I don't know. It just feels like it's instant anxiety. Like,
for sure.
but I go on Uniswap, I'm like, okay,
Calms you
slip,
down.
yeah, it's like slip
And then you pay that $200 gas
it.
fee and
Then it's
you're no
like,
longer calmed down.
right, exactly. And it turns into a whole bunch of nonsense, man. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is what you guys have going on so far is it seems like it's going pretty well.
Yeah, and that's only two of the things. Like we're also working in auto slippage.
Mhm.
You know that game you play every time you trade on Uniswap where you punch in a slippage,
Yep.
see if it goes through, raise it, see if it goes through, like
Yep.
tons of back and forth. So what we're doing is we're scanning, we're telling you what the slippage is. You're not having to guess.
Thank
Um,
God, man. That'll be fantastic, bro.
as well as our automatic slippage. And
Mhm.
since we are using Flashbots to run your transaction, we don't interact with mempools, and so
Okay.
you can't front run our transactions.
Yeah.
And so that's another money saving thing. Um, like I said, we're working more rug pull stuff, and then we'll be doing limit buys and sells.
Mhm.
Um, we are going to do like block optimized positioning, and so we can move your transaction on the block and put it in the best spot to get you the best price.
For real?
And so if you do your buy and a few other people buy the same block as you, we can see that we can put your buy in front of theirs. Same
Hold
thing
on,
with
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Are you serious?
yeah.
Yo, that's insane.
And so that's coming into the later stages of our swap. But like there's a lot of really cool stuff we can do with our swap. Because we are doing some of it off chain, it gives us
Right.
so much more flexibility. We also plan on doing candle swaps where um, you buy a token and you know that big sell wall that comes immediately after.
Yep.
So what it'll do is when you do a buy, it'll wait for another buy to come through. And
Mhm.
so that way people can sell, but you're not in yet. You don't own those tokens yet. And so if
Right.
that big sell wall comes through, we see another buy is coming, we put our transaction in front of theirs, you get the best price, you don't get immediately sold on.
Yeah, when is this actually gonna be finalized, man? Because I'm really
So
curious to see this.
those are the more advanced rug pull stuff, the limit buys and sells, candle swaps, and the block positioning.
Mhm.
Those are going to be coming um, throughout the next like quarter one, quarter two. We're just going to be releasing features as we get them finished. So it's not going to be just one big drop of features.
Mhm.
Um, and so, yeah, I would probably say over the next 3-4 months that all of that list should be done
Got you. Got you. Now I have a question when we come back, but
for sure.
and this is your first time being here, so I just to let you know I'm broke as hell. So and because I'm broke as hell, I gotta run commercials.
Oh yeah,
So in
for
regular,
sure.
yeah, it's just
I
how it goes.
support that.
You support my brokenness? No,
A little
no,
bit,
but honestly,
yeah.
everybody in regular destination DeFi fashion, we'll be right back after these messages. Don't go anywhere.
To the Pocket Cow community, they think we're a flop. Cute. They're counting us out. Oh no, we didn't catch Gary V's attention. Well, I'm here to tell you the mad cow disease is spreading and this pandemic is just now getting started. Pocket cows, pocket cows, pocket cows, moo.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, my question to you is, I really want to know what made you guys sit down and say, was this like a meeting of the minds and say like, yo, this part of DeFi sucks, this part of DeFi sucks, this this part of the swapping sucks. Like, let's just fix it all in one.
So I think, I mean, obviously there's problems within DeFi, there's problems within blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
I had this idea for our project starting in April, May. I think the first tweet on our Twitter was in May.
Okay.
And so initially we were going to be doing something different, but I always loved the idea of integrating bots pretty heavily into the contract.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and then looking at this swap, Riley had kind of pitched me the idea for this, and then we just, over a few conversations, we realized the true potential of it, and we
Okay.
just grew it into what it is now, what we're able to do with it. Initially, it was going to just be gas loaning, but the gas loaning swaps, it's not going to really bring you anywhere. It's more niche, and
Right.
so over these conversations, all these other utilities being able to save you money, give you better prices, and just an overall better trading experience. And so
Okay.
that's what our swap is really turned into. Not
Gotcha.
something, um, not something like cliche, but or a gimmick, something that's actually giving utility and value to the people who use it.
Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. I get it. I get it. Now, based on with all this, I know Riley's in Australia. You're in the States. I don't know where Jacob is. um. Uh. How is there a business structure put together for this model? Like, is there LLC? Is there some way to actually be able to do business to business interaction? You know what I mean? Be able to do commercial advertising, being in compliance. Because regardless as to what anybody may think, regulation is coming.
Yeah,
So
and I think the regulation is going to go more towards exchanges first before it ever comes into like.
it kind of already is on stateside. I mean, if you look at
Mhm.
Coinbase, if you look at Binance US is vastly different from regular Binance.
Yeah,
So the exchange situation, I don't think is going to be an issue. I think they're going to put a hammer down on crypto.com next just to make sure that they're in full compliance, but they got enough money to fix whatever issues
for
they may have.
sure. And I think
Um,
a big thing going forward is going to be things backed one to one. That's going to be the biggest focus going into
mhm.
regulations, I believe. We don't have an LLC right now. I do need to file that. I just the stage we're at, I didn't think it was necessary yet, but
Right.
that is something I plan to do.
Yeah, I mean, because if you're coming up with ideas like this, I think it would probably behoove you to make sure that your business structure is all is put
For
together
sure.
properly, and then also be able to protect these ideas. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Because you know how DeFi is. It's like monkey see, monkey do.
for
Like,
sure.
oh, they did it. We can do it too. All
And,
right.
and one thing with our swap, I mean, it it can't be forked. We're not giving out source code.
Right.
And so like people could fork our relay contract. They could do certain aspects, but the real like secret sauce of what we're building is going to be um completely private. Like so if someone else wants to come along and copy what we're doing, they also need to reinvent the wheel.
Okay.
And then at that point, we're already 10 steps ahead.
You already out of here, bro. Hold on, I think I got a sound effect for that. Hold on, there we go. Yeah. All
There
right.
we go. There we go.
Eddie T said, "Can you drop the link?" What link you talking about, Eddie?
So, I mean, our website's luckytoad.dev,
.dev, yeah.
or
Matter of
T,
fact, you know what? I got you. Hold on, this is gonna be easy.
and then Telegram's t.me/luckytoad, Twitter @luckytoadeth.
All right. Watch this. It's the beauty of StreamYard. Boom. And ta-da! There you go.
The
So, yeah.
swap itself is not out yet, but that is coming soon.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
we will be doing the way we're going to do the release is once we're done with the in-house testing, we're going to be pushing it to a beta release. And so a closed beta, people will be able to use, figure out all the kinks, et cetera, and then push it down to a full release.
Okay. Okay. Now let's see. I think I saw some more comments here. Oh, thank you, Milto. All right.
Thank you, Milton.
Now, is that like a first and last name thing, or is this like, I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? All right. Shout out to Worldwide Crypto in the building.
What's going
That's
on?
my guy. That's my guy. I think have you you know Worldwide Crypto?
Yeah, I've talked to him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think I mean we're in a group chat,
Oh, okay.
and then I've talked about links with him. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. I highly recommend getting listed on links if you're a DeFi project with, you know, and I mean obviously it's bear market, so I don't know who that was in the background, but hi.
yeah, my webcam wasn't working on my computer, so I had to switch computers. So it's a little bit more traffic here, but
yeah, it's all good.
at least I'm on cam. And then something I told you earlier is the way we actually process our taxes.
Okay.
And to get more into that, it's actually a first in the space. The problem with buy tax with Uniswap especially is there's no way to liquidate buy taxes. And so what happens is as people buy in, those taxes get sent to a tax wallet that builds up. Every time someone buys, it just grows and grows and grows. And then on the first sell, it gets sold off then.
Okay.
And so usually, even though a project says they have 8% tax, they're usually collecting closer to like anywhere between 10 to 15% from their liquidity pool on those taxes.
Right.
Just because they sell the top of every single green candle.
Yep.
And so it really is very, very harmful for the chart, especially after a big green wall, because
it just totally screws up the morale. Like,
for sure,
everything is going great. Like, yeah, you know, you got all the gifts and memes and everything's going great. You know, big green dildo cartoons and all. Then all of a sudden, it's gone bye, and I'm looking at the person who sold like,
you are a hater.
You know what I'm saying? So yo, you got to make sure everything's nice and smooth. I understand taking profits, but just totally like, that's not the chart. That's not
and the big thing is those tax cells. Like if you buy $100 worth of tokens, in theory, if you have 8% tax, like the devs should only get $8, but they're getting well over that because they're taking advantage.
Yes.
And so every time someone buys, we have two liquidity pools. We have an Ethereum pool, we have a USDC pool. So when someone buys, Uniswap's going to choose the best price. And so if the best price is on Ethereum, you'll buy Ethereum, you're going to sell on the USDC pool. If you buy on the USDC pool, you're going to sell on the Ethereum pool.
Okay.
And so that way, that not having to pull up these taxes, the chart's only raising as much as it really is. You're not holding tokens, and so overall, it's much healthier. If you look at our chart, every time there's been a sell after a big buy wall, we're only dropping a little bit, and so
it's not bad.
Oh, for overall chart health, it's been very nice. It does make it look a little weird to go on DEX and see what's going on, but
trust me, we did before I agreed to this. We did we did some research. You know, I encourage anybody to do their research. You know, I typically I've gotten out of the habit of endorsing too many projects. But that's why I don't do like review videos. I'll have people come on and talk about their own projects and that gives the audience an opportunity to go check it out themselves.
For sure.
But yeah, we did some digging.
I support that. I mean,
it seemed all right. Everything seems cool. Shout out to Crypto DB. And then I trust that man. That's the last person you want to dig into your wallet. That dude is a menace.
For sure.
Yeah, but everything seemed cool. I mean, it did look kind of weird because I saw both charts that you sent me, and I was like, this is strange. So then we started looking a little more. I was like, oh, I get it now. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it is going to make a little bit of a barrier of entry, but when people are looking at a chart that doesn't get nuked every time there's a single sell, like I think overall it's much better. I
Yeah.
mean, people have been trying to figure out this issue forever, how to prevent the tax dumps, and this is truly the solution for it. And
Yeah.
we're the first to do it. So
I know projects, like Brew Labs implements like a swap and liquefy.
and that does the same thing. You do the swap and liquefy, but those tokens can't be sold on a sell, so they're still driving up in price, selling on the first sell, selling at. I mean, if you have a big buy wall that there's no sells, your price has gone up 2x. You're selling twice as much out of that liquidity pool than you should have.
I think is it though? Let me see. I have to go back and look.
Yeah, it might not show that it's in a wallet. It'll probably show in the contract, but that's why you have those tokens in the contract, is because it's just waiting to sell. It's literally impossible to liquidate your buy taxes on a buy transaction. You can only liquidate taxes on a sell.
Got you. Yeah, that's true. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it seems to be working. It worked for I saw I've actually noticed it at work with when I was at Jigsaw, but
yeah,
it seemed to be all right.
Yeah,
it didn't do too much damage. It just wasn't chaotic. Nobody complained about it.
Yeah, and
So,
when there's like normal volume, like buys and sells frequently happening, it's not so much of an issue. It's really a big issue when there is that buy wall, because that's what drives the price up. That's what stores up the tokens. But if there's a buy sell, I mean, you're still selling more on the liquidity pool than you should have, but it's not as detrimental as if it's immediately after a big buy wall.
yeah.
And then that's how our buy taxes work. And then we've also got sell taxes. We've done something else that's unique to this space with our sell taxes in the form of jackpot reflections. And
yeah, that was the other question I had. Okay, how does this work?
So every time there's a sell, we have it set up at 8%. And so every time there's a sell, 8% of your transaction, or you keep 92%, the other 8% gets sent to our MEV code, and our MEV picks the winner and distributes it. And so every time someone sells, another holder is getting a decent amount of cash.
So just one. It's not like split up among all the holders, and it's going to be it elects one person or one wallet?
So yes, it pretty much. There's like one thing that's different is if it's a really big sell that sells on both liquidity pools, then there's going to be two winners. And so,
okay, how big of a sell are we talking?
Big enough where Uniswap wants to do it. So there's not really a set price. It's just and as a liquidity pool grows and grows, price action, it really is just dependent on price action. Because if you're going to sell on one pool, but you could get more money selling on both, Uniswap is really smart, and it'll do the auto router on that.
Right.
And so, but yeah, we did that approach because reflections suck. In my opinion, it's like it truly is. It's a gimmick. You're like, oh, you get 3% reflections, but that's pennies over the course of months. Like it's kind of dumb.
It is though. Like it is. Yo, it was the thing last bull run. Like, yo, look at my I see like when people dump on the chart, and then everybody's in the Telegram. Thanks for the reflections, asshole. Like, it's like you ain't getting that. Like,
you just gotta send 2 cents in tokens. You're welcome.
Yeah.
It was a big sacrifice.
Oh my god.
And so
that is funny though. That is funny. Yeah, you're right though. They're overrated. They're definitely overrated.
And the other problem with them is it just to do that, it costs more in gas. Gas has been something I've been really focused on with the project. How to keep things cheap. How to make gas. Keep the gas units down.
Hold on. Yeah, Trey, you're right. You're absolutely right. Speaking of reflections, Trey. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. There was like there was a couple of little gimmicks like that were popping in the last bull run.
For sure.
It's like the burn. 50% of the supply has been burned, but you didn't buy it back. So
Yeah.
like you
Those
didn't
weren't
buy it
paid
back,
for
then burn
tokens.
it.
Nothing changed.
Nothing changed. Yeah.
Now they're
And then
just not sitting in the deployer. Like, oh, how cool! We could have launched this project with half as many tokens, but we got to burn. That's pretty cool.
Oh man, yeah, man. Oh, no. He said, "Shut up." He knows exactly. Oh my god. Yeah, you're right, bro. It was some serious gimmicks, bro. Some serious gimmicks.
Yeah, and I do like the idea of rewarding people for holding, and so that's why we did our reflections this way, because it actually makes a difference whether you're a big wallet or a small wallet. When you have 40, 50, $100 just sent to your wallet, you don't have to claim anything. It just shows up. Like,
yo, that is dope. That is dope, man. And this has been functioning with no issues.
So, and so that's one cool thing about why having MEV integrated into our contract is we've made updates on it. We've seen where things could be fixed, and because MEV is integrated, we can always update it. We can make it better, and
Right.
that's what we have been doing. And so right now, or before, our RNG code, the contract basically would choose a number between like 1 and 1 billion, and that would be the winner. And then now we've added it, so the input we give, it's been randomized, and so it has to go through 2 layers of RNG before it even picks a winner. And so that's what's really cool about how the MEV's running, is it gives us so much flexibility. It gives us so much growth. Like
for the randomization, I know I did see one contract where Chainlink was used for the randomization. What it would do was it would like pick a random 3 wallets and just drop some ETH in there. You know what I'm saying? So they use Chainlink in order to facilitate it.
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
I'm not familiar with Chainlink.
Okay. I know it was something that was developed by Brew Labs.
Okay.
Yeah, so what they did was like okay, a project had this a feature called the offering, right? So based on the taxes, like a certain amount of taxes would go to one wallet, right? And then what that wallet would do is it would distribute a first, second, and third, distribute ETH to a first, second, and third place winner at the end of every week, right?
Yeah.
Initially it started out 24 hours, but when volume slows down, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
So yeah, it did it once a week. So first winner would get like first place would get like 30%, 50%. Second winner get like 30%, and the last one get 20%. So and it utilized Chainlink in order to facilitate that transaction.
Yeah, I'll need to look into Chainlink.
Yeah.
And something we've also done with this RNG code we've made, we actually have a giveaway DApp. Kind of imagine a Twitter picker, but on the blockchain.
Okay.
And what's cool about it is it doesn't just pick a winner. It'll auto distribute the prize. And so when you're doing a giveaway on our DApp, you can ensure it is a trustless transaction, that you submit the wallets that can win. And when you hit confirm, it takes the Ethereum out of your wallet and sends it to the winners. There's no takesies backsies. Like
Got you, right.
And that data,
he said takes these backsies.
And that those entries, those wallets, they're stored on the blockchain too. So if you ever needed to, like, for example, if a developer were to input information to make it so they're more likely to win, like, you can go on the blockchain and you can see exactly what input data they used. And so it really is like a trustless giveaway that can be verified on the blockchain. And that code is it's very close to our contract code. And that's another cool thing about our contract is every time someone sells, we have more testing data. We have more ways to improve our giveaway DApp.
Right.
A lot of the things in our ecosystem, they're all they all work together to help grow things.
Okay. Okay. I
And
like it. I like what you. If you can pull it off completely, man, you got my vote. This is not. Hold on. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Okay. Do your own research, as Mr. Burt would say. I'm not your daddy. Okay. You do your own research. Okay. But for the most part, it sounds pretty cool what you guys are doing. And I mean, I would expect nothing less. Like I said, I don't. Riley's no dummy.
yeah,
Riley's pulled off some shit.
for for
He's
sure.
yeah
Yeah, no, he's really good at what he does.
yeah
And then going into our reflections as well, we have an in-house staking. And so how most projects do staking is you store your tokens in a pool and you
yeah
get tokens back.
yeah.
The problem is if those tokens aren't paid for, if those tokens are just free ones that weren't paired with liquidity,
I know.
is
Yeah.
those can do harm to your liquidity
Yep.
pool.
Yep. Learn that too. Yeah.
And so in my opinion, a lot of staking, it really is just
Unless you're giving back something else aside from your token, like Ether
yeah.
or like
I mean,
USDC.
it needs to come from somewhere, but to just
Yeah.
give out free tokens that came out of nowhere, it's coming. That money's coming from somewhere, and it's the liquidity pool.
Yeah.
And so the way we've changed it, instead of giving people tokens, instead of harming our liquidity pool over time, when you stake, you can choose between 1 week and 6 months, however long you feel comfortable with. And you can get boosts in your jackpot odds.
Okay.
The more tokens you hold, the greater odds you have. If you stake, you can get even more odds. And so that's the way we've done staking. We really integrated into our entire ecosystem.
Right. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's like in or what they call it, in token staking.
Yeah, it just really locks them, and then
Mhm.
and that's what can give these smaller wallets the a better advantage at getting those jackpots. We're
Yeah.
because I think you can get like 130% more odds if you lock them for 6 months. So
Mhm.
if you did 1 million tokens, that'd be equivalent to you having 2.3 million tokens towards every single sell. And so everything's really pieced together in a way that I've really liked, and I think everything works together really well.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, just listening to this, I'm gonna definitely. I slept on you guys, man. I'm gonna have to. I need to do some more research, man. I'm my antennas are up.
That was
So,
the goal. Yeah.
yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Any shout outs you want to give before we get out of here?
No, I think
Nobody, huh?
I mean I'm going on Heroes
Live and in person?
space. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
well. It's I've done 2 hero spaces.
Yeah.
I'm going on at 8 o'clock Eastern. They're just going to use our giveaway DApp, and so if
Okay.
you want to see how that works,
Okay.
you can join that hero space. I really like Scott.
Yeah,
Scott's a great guy.
that's my guy. Yeah, yeah. Me and Scott and Scott may as well just pitch a tent on this show. Like he's been here a million times.
Yeah,
And
he
and his wife is actually doing some design work for a project that I work with called Pocket Cows.
mhm,
So
nice.
we're putting a merch shop together. She's doing all the designs. Matter of fact, we had a collab piece. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I still have it up here.
Yeah, what Heroes is doing,
Hold up, I lost you. I lost your sound.
they're great.
There you go. There you go. All right, you're back. All right.
I cut out.
Yeah, for a second, briefly.
Yeah, I was just saying that what Heroes is doing, I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and apparition is going to take them to another level
for sure.
Yeah.
When Scott had hopped into that talent show and played it as his instrument, I wanted to give it to him, but I felt like I had a bias, so I'm sorry, Scott.
Hey, sorry, Scott. But yeah, man, this has been a good show. This has been a very good show.
Yeah, I think it's went well. You threw our website on there, but our Telegram's very active. I'm in there almost 15, 16 hours a day. So it's very easy to get access to me. And so if you ever have any questions, you can always shoot me a DM. There's a lot of people in our chat that know what's going on. And so I think we've built a pretty good community overall, especially over the past month and a half, 2 months since our
I'll
relaunch.
I'll definitely be stopping in more often. You know, and it's kind of cool that you doxed, man, because
I know you I wasn't planning on it, but you sold me on it.
Yeah, man, so, it's like, you know, you gotta have a face with the
sure.
you know, with the product, you know, because essentially, let's just be honest here, like, so I know somebody, he sells something, right? But he sucks at it. You know, what he sells sucks. But, and this is not true, but I'm saying he sells himself, and that's why people keep buying from him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what I say that to say this, most people, when they're buying into projects, like, they're not buying. I mean, some people don't even understand this stuff. They just understand they want to make some money. So they essentially, at that point, they're buying into you rather than what you're selling. You dig what I'm saying?
For sure. And I think, I mean, my entire what I do for work is it's very focused on selling myself as a person. Sales. I mean, I'm in people's homes all the time, and so you're in their most vulnerable place, and yet you can go out there, sell yourself, sell your product, and so what that's, I think, has been very, very helpful. I think I developed good people skills over that, how to present myself, and so but yeah, it is kind of refreshing. Just I'm out there now. There's probably going to be some memes, and someone said they're going to be making memes on me, and
I've been waiting for them to make
them.
Dude, hey, that's how you know you made it. I've been waiting for them to make them on me for a long time. That means I'm not famous enough yet.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year. 2023. Hey. 2023. I better see some memes. All right. Hey, but I appreciate you coming, man. Everybody go check out LUCKYTOAD.dev. Do your own research. I'm not your daddy. I will not do your research for you. And this is not financial advice, and I'm not the financial advisor. Okay. Now, hey, as I always say, be good or be good at being bad. Peace, love, and crypto. We out.